Hello, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Now, today we are we're not tackling, we're gonna be talking about my very long list of books I'm in the middle of series I'm in the middle of. There's a lot of them. I think there's like over 20. There may be nearing like 25, no clue. But I have made a list. I made a list like genuinely like 2 days ago because I'm in the middle of so many series that I started like 3 years ago and have not continued, even though I love the first book. Now, this does not include the amount of series that I started, but I'm not going to be continuing because I just did not vibe with the first book. If I did do that, there would be like 10 times more books here. So many more books. So we're just gonna go through all the books I'm in the middle of. All the series I'm in the middle of. And I think I'm gonna start with all the series I'm in the middle of, where all the books that are out I have read. Because obviously I'm in the middle of a lot of series I love, but not all the books are out. These are ongoing series. And so I think I've got about 11 series on this list. Oh my god, why do I keep saying books? I've read a lot more than 11 books in most of these. Well, maybe not a lot more, because series aren't 11 books long. You get the gist of it. You know what I'm on about. Let's get into this. So, the first series on my list is When in Rome. I've read the first 3, so obviously all the books out currently, and that is When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect, and Beg, Borrow, or Steal, which came out last month, which I loved. It's such a good book. Chef's Kiss, oh my god, it was amazing. Then we have Assistant to the Villain. I've read the first 2, so Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain. The third book is coming out this year. I think it's also the final book. Assistant to the Villain, I loved. Apprentice to the Villain, I felt was so rushed at the end. I felt it was so messy towards the end. It was just not fun. I was confused. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, we were just doing this a second ago. It was confusing, and because of just how confusing and messy it wasn't enjoyable. So unfortunately I did not enjoy it, but I'm gonna be reading the third book because I am not a quitter. Never have been, never will be. Then I have The Striker by Anna Hong. Obviously, no, I think the series is called Defenders of something. It's her like sports romance series. I've read the first one, so the only one out. Defend something, I think that's gonna be called The Defender, something like that. That book is coming out also this year. No clue when. But it's coming out. I love The Striker though, so hopefully the second book is also gonna be good. I like the character it's following though, because we met him and I like him and he's fun. Hopefully it's a fun book. Then on my list we have The Crimson Moth, the second book. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be a trilogy, a duology, but that cliffhanger the first book had left off on, I think I will never recover from that. That was insane. That was not normal, what that was. That was not normal at all. And I was very concerned for my well-being, finding out that I have to wait like half a year for the next book. But that half a year is ending now because it's coming out this month. It might even be out by the time this video gets posted. I might have already read it by the time this video is out. Which, oh my god, I'm so excited. It's called The Rebel Witch, the second book. I'm so excited because the ending of the first book was not it. It was not fun. Then we have Dream Harbor, which is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. No? Yep. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe series. That's the first book. I enjoyed the first 3. Had a really fun time reading them. I think it's confirmed that there's going to be at least 2 more books. So hopefully they're good because I loved the first 3 books. The first 3 books were all really good and I had a really fun time reading them all. Then we have the Windy City series, which I loved all the books. No, I'm lying to you. I loved 3 of the books. Mile High I did not like that much. Mile High was just not, it wasn't anything special. I And Isaiah pissed me off. Isaiah is, I think that's his name, the main male character. He annoyed me a lot, and I was like, you just stop it. Shut up. Shut your yapper. Shut that mouth. Shut up. You don't need to be speaking right now. Then we have This Woven Kingdom, which I think there's gonna be about 5 books. Taharamafi said that on a live one time, that there's meant to be about 5 books. I know book number 4 is coming out in the autumn of this year. No clue when. But I am low-key a little bit mad that Watch Me is coming out first. Low-key, I feel like, and this might be an unpopular opinion because everyone's so excited for Watch Me, which, don't get me wrong, I am. I love the Charmy series so much. But I feel like, come on, like, Watch Me could have waited to the fall. We could get, This Woven Kingdom number 4 first, because I adore this series. I need more Cyrus. I need more dragons and people being pushed off of cliffs. Wink, wink. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm clearly very excited for This Woven Kingdom number 4. Then we have Rebel Blue Ranch, which is cowboys, basically. First 3 books are out. 4th book is coming out this year, I think. No clue when, but it's coming out. Which I don't think I'm gonna be reading it immediately when it comes out, because it's not like that high priority. It's just a fun little series. I read every once in a while. Then we have the Powerless trilogy with Fearless coming out on the 3rd. No, not on the 3rd. In April. I'm so excited for it. I've seen it's like 600 pages long, and I am very excited for that because I love me a good long book. I feel like, though, unfortunately, either book number 3, is either going to be amazing, or it's gonna have so much filler. It's gonna have so much useless stuff in it, like so much like stuff we don't need, and I'll either be really shocked, or I'll be really disappointed that like it could have been a duology. I feel like that's what I might think, because I feel like Reckless, as important as it was to find out as many things as we did, I feel like it could have probably been able to be condensed into like book 2, into the 3rd book. I feel like, because we didn't need that much, I feel like some parts could be interwoven with the plot of book 2. I feel like that's what we could have done, because I feel like, yes, we found out so much, but I feel like, I don't know obviously what's gonna happen in book 3, but I feel like it will most likely be written in a way that I will feel that this could have been just a duology, and I love my duologies. So yeah, and then we have Kings of Sin, obviously. 5th book is coming out April as well, I think. And then we obviously have Lakefront Billionaires. I've read the first 2 books. Pretty sure this is only meant to be a trilogy, and the 3rd book is coming out sometime this year. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's coming out sometime this year. Now let's move on to the books I'm in the middle of. There are a lot more of these. There's like twice the amount of these, low-key. The first one is Twin Crowns, which I read 2 of the 3 books out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think there's 3 books. Then Magnolia Parks. I'm not 100% if I'm gonna be continuing this. I want to, but I don't know. Then we have, obviously, Defy the Night. Loved it. I started this series 2 or 3 years ago. That's not embarrassing at all. Then we have The Prison Healer. I read the first book and I loved it so much. I don't know why I've not read the 2nd book yet. There's 3 books. I love the first book. I gotta get a move on The Prison Healer. Then we have The War of Lost Hearts. Again, not 100% sure if I'm going to be continuing this. I have read the first book, but I didn't have a fun time reading it. Then we have Percy Jackson. I want to get into this. I made it a goal to read the whole first series last year, and that did not work out. I read the first book. I really want to get into it though. I feel like Percy Jackson is just so monumental, and you're either Harry Potter girly or Percy Jackson, and I was definitely a Harry Potter girly. Harry Potter was definitely top tier for me. Then we have One Dark Window. I read, again, the first book. There's 2 books. Definitely want to continue this. I love the magic system in One Dark Window. It was so good. Then we have the If You Had Been With Me series, and the second book is out. I really want to read it because I did really like Finney, and I would like to see his point of view, but I feel like it could be a little bit boring because it's like basically just everything that happened in book 1 just from a different character's point of view. So I think I may also feel like it could have been condensed into just one book, and we could have been switching point of views. Yeah. Then we have Crescent City. I read the first book. There are currently 3 out, and all these books are so long. They're so scary. Then we have the Off the Ice series. Read the first book. Need to get to the second one. And the third one is coming out, I think, October of this year. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's coming out in October. Then we have My Roommate is a Vampire. Read the first book. I think there's only 2, and I think there's only gonna be 2. And I want to continue it because the first book was just so cute. It was so fun, quick, cute, and easy. And then we have Part of Your World. I read the first book and I loved it. Oh my god, I was always, when I wanted to get to it just for the summer last year, but then I'm like, I saw it was a part of a series, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna read an interconnected series out of order, and I don't want to read the first book because it looks boring. Who told me it was boring? It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was amazing. It was beautiful. If you have not read it if you want to read just for the summer and you've not read it because you would have to read Part of Your World, read Part of Your World. It was so good. Can't wait to move on to yours truly. Oh my god, the book, I did not expect it to be as good as it was. I don't know what I expected. It was just so pretty. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. It was just Mamma Mia, you know. Then we have The Secret Shanghai Universe. I only have one more book to read because it's a duology. I'm counting the duology, and then the spin-off I'm counting as its own series, which I am going to get to one day because the first book was so good. I finished it the other day. Wonderful, beautiful, spectacular. And then our last book is Daughter of the Pirate King, which I finished yesterday, the first book. There's 3 books. I've been wanting to get to the series for like 5 years. Like, original book talk hype was when I wanted to read this series, but I never got to it. So yeah, I'm very excited to read the second book. The first book was really fun. I don't know where the second book is gonna take us. I have a feeling as to who is gonna be our main big bad villain, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me, even though I'm not saying who it is because it's low-key a spoiler. So yeah, but those are the series I'm in the middle of. There's a lot of them, so I'm gonna try and crunch down on them. I'm gonna try read a lot of them. I'm praying that I can condense it down a lot, even though I love reading me a good series. And I start so much, like, I feel like every book that I read is a part of a series, which is kind of sad. I feel like there needs to be more, like, standalones. And I'm not talking about standalone series, interconnected, because they aren't really standalones, are they? They're interconnected, so they're series. I want there to be more standalones, more duologies, less trilogies. There are so many trilogies that don't need to be trilogies and would be much better as duologies. Prime example, don't know what, but prime example of an amazing duology, Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. Those books are so good as a duology. There needs to be more duologies. Hashtag cancel trilogies, because we don't need this many trilogies. We don't. And I love me a good trilogy, don't get me wrong, but duologies are just top tier. Speaking of, if you have any duology recommendations, please put them down in the comments, because I want to read more duologies. especially this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye.